Hi everyone, are you there? All right, I'm here. Hey guys. Hey everyone. Hi Tejaswini, thank you so much for sticking with me. Hi Danish. Hi Shibashish. Hi Sneha. Keshu, good to see you. Hi everybody. Sneha, I'm still down with a cold, but other than that, everything is fine. So guys, how has the day been so far? तैयारी कैसी चल रही है? आज क्या था? ट्यूसडे है. सो जय मंगलवार. क्या क्या हुआ आज मंगलवार को? वी हैव अ लॉन्ग वीकेंड कमिंग अप, है ना? बट वीकेंड साउंड्स लाइक अ लग्जरी दीज डेज. ये उन लोगों के लिए है भाई जो ना तो कैट की तैयारी कर रहे हैं और ना करवा रहे हैं. हमारे लिए क्या है? वीकेंड हो, वीकडे हो, फला एंड हो, बुक एंड हो, डजंट मैटर. हाय सावित्री. हाय अभिज्ञान. या अभिज्ञान, दैट्स गुड. हाय ज्योतिर्मय. 24 का कर लिया आपने तेजस्विनी? दैट्स वेरी नाइस. गुड इवनिंग फाइटर. किवी साइंस, क्या नाम है आपका? Kibitzer, I wish I could host polls for these questions, but YouTube इस पे OBS पे जिस पे मैं स्ट्रीम करती हूँ, I have no idea how polls are done. Polls are generally very thrilling, I know that, but if any of you know how to do that on OBS, please let me know. I'm technologically challenged. Today, we are going to do something super interesting. Vansh Chaudhary, good to see you. Hi KMS, Maris. Acha, how many of you know that Kozhikode had earlier hosted this CAT in 2012 and then in 2019? Today I was just doing some digging in order to find out, okay, what kind of paper they used to give and all. So that is when I came across these 2 years, 12 and 19. Now we don't have a proper reliable paper for 2012 because CAT started releasing its papers from 2017 onwards, but we do have it for 2019. Yes, Tejaswini, exactly my point. So 12 wala to available hai nahi, but 19 is available, right? And in 19, most of the questions in the RCs were either true, false or inference based. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be similar or it's going to be same. Nahi, kuch bhi nahi. There's no saying, there's no predicting, nothing. If I say I think it's going to happen this way, I'm just faffing. Okay. So all I can do over here is leave no stone unturned for you. That is all that we can do. Okay. So in another effort from my end, I have come up with this idea. We are going to take up a passage from 2019. Okay. A very nice passage, challenging passage with challenging questions. First, we will solve that passage. Okay, the exact passage, the exact set. And then I'll give you a simulation of that passage. उससे क्या होगा? बताओ मुझे तेजस्विनी. First, you will solve the CAT passage, the exact passage from 2019, slot 2. Okay. and then you will get a simulation. So it will kind of get reinforced. You will understand अच्छा इस type का questions. How do we handle such questions? ठीक है? So it's just for that sake. Alright guys, so let's do this now. हाँ तेजस्विनी, similar type का हम solve करेंगे, ठीक है? So चलो without further ado, let's roll. But the quick announcement, I am ABC practice batch. We have started. Okay. Get enrolled guys, those of you who are looking to crack CAT, please get enrolled with us. And I am ABC practice batch की खासियत क्या है? It's right there on the screen for you. Static and dynamic दो तरीकों से handle किया जाता है इसको. Static में there are some set questions. Dynamic में they keep changing. We keep coming up with new stuff. All right. Moreover, I would like to call out for the mocks. We just recently floated ICAT 7. That was in the open market. Those of you who have not yet taken it are requested to go and take the test. ICAT 8 will be live, I think, in another 3-4 days time. So please watch out for that as well. Okay. दिव्यांशु, मैं आपको कभी कोई सेशंस में तो बैठे देखती नहीं हूँ, सो आपने मेहनत तो करनी नहीं है. Still you're saying ये types of questions बना दो, वो बना दो. Why aren't you regular in the classes, दिव्यांशु? Ani Soul, no, I cannot change the class timing because this has been decided by office. Alright, so 9:30 is a very convenient time for everybody. Alright, okay, chaliye. So, I'm taking you forward and we are starting a CAT 2019 afternoon slot ka passage. What is this passage all about? I'll show you. The magic of squatter cities. Does anyone know the meaning of squatter cities? Squatter settlements are what? Chaotic settlements, slum type. Haphazard. Not the elite class. So this is saying the magic of squatter cities. If you don't know the meaning of squatter, still you can read and get a fair idea. Okay. Improved steadily, gradually by their residents. Cities look chaotic. Okay. So a pretty good topic. A lot of data I can see. So I know that I don't need to read everything word for word because what's the use? Data hai. Main points padhne hain mujhe. The concepts I have to understand. Okay, then how many paragraphs? About 4-5 paragraphs. Okay, and there are 5 questions. Yeah, let's get on with the questions now. You have to identify the type of question. What is the question stem asking you? Okay, which one of the following statements would undermine the author's stand regarding the greenness of cities? This is actual CAT. Alright, so we are looking at a weakening question. Author's stand regarding greenness. So we have to first go to the passage and find out his stand, whatever he says, and then weaken it. Then, according to the passage, squatter cities are environment friendly for all of the following reasons except true, 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 1 false. These are like short options. You just need to pick them and verify them. Definitely these are para-specific because one para must be talking about this, like squatter cities are environment friendly, this is the reason. Hai na? Then we can infer that Calthorpe's statement still jars with most people. Calthorpe कोई बंदा है जिसको mention किया है author ने. Still jars, still kind of collides with. तेजस्विनी याद है आज शाम का session? अपना live जो चल रहा था, I gave one question with the word jar in it. So it's not a cookie jar. It's not a spice jar. Still jars with most people. That means it still clashes with most people. Alright? And another one, in the context of the passage, the author refers to Manos. There must be some mention of Manos, right? Go to Manos wala zone. 2 lines up, 2 lines down. inference question. And the last one, it can be inferred. What can be inferred? Cities are good places to live. All the reasons except TTTF. Again, this is para-specific. So what a beautiful set of questions we have, and what a nice topic, right? This is actual cat. All right, guys. Okay, Aryan, not too late. We are just going through the questions. We are going to go over to the passage now and do our quick, organized reading. Go on, guys, get started. Don't mind my sore throat. Whew. First, I'll allow you guys to read and then we discuss. Done. I'm changing the slide. This para has a lot of examples. Please skim those examples. Next slide. Manos, the first line. And we are done. Okay. So, who can tell me the main idea of the passage? Bolo bachcho. Yeah, thank you for the suggestion. Yes, come on, guys. Squatter cities, pros and cons. Okay. Various aspects of squatter cities. Okay. Benefits and issues. Okay. All right. Now, let's check it together once quickly before we zoom across to the questions. Okay. So the first para says, everybody hear me out now. The first para talks about something like the magic of squatter cities. Okay. Let me take up my tab. Hang in there. Magic of squatter cities, right? Improved steadily. To the planner's eye, these look chaotic. Eye trained, they look organic. We understand the author is supporting. Hero of the passage, squatter cities. Correct, guys? They are also unexpectedly green. They have this. From here to here, sorry, not here. From here to here, the author gives his reasons for loving squatter cities. I can easily set a true-false question from here. Do you see my point, everybody? ये सीखना है आपको मेरे साथ बैठ करके. Not just passage solving. You get it, Danish, Tejaswini? A true false question easily. The author loves quarter cities for all of the following reasons except. Clear Jyotirmoy? Now, after the first para, I will pause. The author loves quarter cities, but what is he going to write in the whole passage then? I'm sure he'll give some examples. I'm sure he'll come up with some negative aspect of quarter cities, no matter how much he loves them. है ना? कुछ तो ऐसा होगा. Maris. So, let's say, not everything is efficient in the slums though, ये देख रहे हो? क्या लिखेगा वो पैसेज में? कुछ तो लिखेगा ना? I'll be speaking a little softly today, guys, because the bad cold is actually bothering me a lot. Okay, so he's okay. Not everything is efficient in the slums, though. Criticism, yes, Tejaswini Joshi. And then, Tejaswini, I really am not going to read this, trust me, guys. It's stupid if you read this. Plus, I get an idea very clear in my head that this is a paragraph that's devoted to criticism. I can even get a question from this para asking me all of the following are unfavorable points about squatter cities except. You get the point, right? जब क्वेश्चन होगा वापस आकर के पढ़ लेंगे. So what do we do right now? Just check the words. धारावी का एग्जाम्पल है, ब्राजीलियन favelas का है, वियतनाम, मोजाम्बिक, लैटिन अमेरिका, done. Okay. Next, in his 1985 article, Calthorpe. Who is Calthorpe? पहले mention किया है? Not exactly. Okay. So now he is coming up with Calthorpe. Still jars with most people. Right? The city is the most environmentally benign. Benign. Tumor हो सकता है, benign cancer, that means kind. Not harmful. Each city dweller consumes. Oh, commas. True false question again. Why is the city considered a benign form of development? Clear? Then again, to support his point, he comes up with Green Manhattan, David Owen, New York, something. I'm not reading it. Yeah? I go to the last line because it's a big para. He went on to note that this very compactness forces people to live in the world's most energy efficient. So this para is talking about how cities are a benign form of human development. Yeah? True, false. Urban density allows half of humanity to live on this. ये तो बकवास सा पैरा है कुछ, something concentration reduces, okay. कुछ तो commas है, देखते हैं. I'll come back. I'm not sure ये क्या है. Right? एक आध ऐसा छोटा पैरा ना आप ऐसे इग्नोर करके निकल सकते हो. कोई आपको गन पॉइंट पे खड़ा नहीं कर देगा. Right? Okay. The nationally subsidized city of Manaus. There is a question on Manaus, I remember. This is how sneaking a peek at the questions helps me. Right? Answers the question of deforestation. Oh, a new point, deforestation. Beta, इस पे तो question जरूर देगा. I'll come back. Right? Manaus and deforestation, jungle, something. The last para. I'm going to read. Is he coming up with a conclusion? What is he saying? Of course, fast-growing cities are far from an unmitigated good. They concentrate crime. सिर्फ good ही नहीं है. In case you don't understand the meaning of unmitigated good, you can read this, right, Tejaswini? They concentrate crime, pollution, disease, etc., blah, blah, blah. But if they are overall a net good for those who move there, it is because cities offer more than just jobs. Not only, but also. Got it? No, Aman, it's not a negative conclusion. He started with a negative point. Then he said, but. Right? They are not just, they offer more than just jobs. What are they? They are transformative. चाहे वो slums हो, चाहे office towers and leafy suburbs, the progress is from hick to metropolitan to cosmopolitan. In case you don't know the meaning of hick, how will you understand? Tell me this, guys. कोई बता सकता है? Yeah. बोलो. From hick to metropolitan to cosmopolitan. The progress. Yes, Tejaswini, well done. Low to high. Correct. Now, who can tell me the writing style of the author or the tone of the author in this passage? The hero is squatter cities. The angle is plus and minus, right? So what is the tone? Neutral, but if I want to be more specific, what tone is it, Aryan? Yes, Joshi, you said it. Well done. Analytical. Okay. ये अच्छा है, ये बुरा है. ये बुरा है, फिर भी ये अच्छा है. ये अच्छा है, फिर भी ये बुरा है. This is what he has done. Correct? Now, this one, we can come to this later. This is what I have been trying to teach you. Critical reasoning is not everybody's cup of tea. Alright? Next. Look at this. Squatter cities are environment friendly for all of the following reasons except T, T, T and 1 F. Let's move fast. Okay? Go and look for environment friendly somewhere and then look at these options: recycle, garbage, streets, energy efficient. Bolo guys. Yeah, options. The best way to do this is to pick the options, go back and verify. Okay. Transportation, recycle material, sort out garbage, streets. Yeah. Back. Even here you can look. Because I take the help of the options, guys. Joshi and everybody. Rubbish are sorted. Sift the sweepings of Hanoi streets. Right? Pick over the rubbish. You see this? You get my point? Recycling is literally a way of life. Play smart. Bolo. One is F. Right? I'll take you back again. ठीक है? I'm repeating my point. The best way to do this is pick every option and verify. Recycle, sort out, streets clean, transportation energy efficient. Okay, save your answer. I would like to do the second. We can infer what? Calthorpe's statement still jars. You should know the literal meaning of this phrase. So CAT these days doesn't give you vocabulary like as a direct question, but it does give you inference of phrases. Okay, so if people say that do not improve your vocabulary, they are just misleading you. Here, if you do not know the literal meaning of still jars, you're going to get this wrong. Okay, chaliye, check the options and I'll take you back. Most people do what? So you have to go back and check. Calthorpe says what? Okay, people say what? Bolo. Okay. So most people say what? Calthorpe ka statement is given here. Right? This is a very tricky one. Be careful. All right. Check the flow. This is Calthorpe's statement. What does he say? Is he talking about crime? Is he saying that these cities are crime free? Go with elimination, guys. ठीक है? Next. I would like to do this next. In the context of the passage, the author refers to Manos. This is an organization question. Flow. Why does he bring in Manos? Right? Manos was a city, I remember. Flow. You need to see before that. What is the tone of the author towards Manos? Two options are getting eliminated, two are left. Back again. Mrigank, it says Manos answers the question of how to stop deforestation. You give people jobs so they don't go to the trees and cut them. They can afford houses and they get security, right? If you don't give people these things, they would go to the jungle and start poaching and hunting, right? Now they are prospering in town, making such things as mobile phones and televisions. They have got a source of livelihood. So, why does he bring in Manos? Hmm. Tricky one. But connect it with the main idea. Alright? Chalo, this question now. Good places to live in. True, 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 false. So you're looking for one trap. I'll take you back. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Done? Like in this question, I would quickly go and check cultural transformation. Has he mentioned it? I'm not sure. So that is a clue here. देख लो अगर है दिया हुआ cultural transformation तो good. Mm-hmm. We are done. Last question of this passage. The greenness of cities. So what is the author's stand? And we have to weaken him. Remember, the question is not about squatter settlements. The question is about greenness of cities. No, Aman, there's no point leaving this. It's very, very specific, very cool. Greenness of cities. Go back and look up greenness of cities. The topic is not greenness of cities, no? The topic is squatter cities. So, where is the greenness thing discussed? कहीं तो बोला होगा. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Compactness. Okay. Yes, Tejaswini Joshi. If you identify the claim, you will be able to do it. In this he clearly says that since the cities are compact, the ones that are very densely populated, the ones that are very compact, they contribute to the environment, because he says here compactness forces people to live in the world's most energy efficient apartment buildings. And he says people share the resources. Each city dweller consumes this, right? Environmentally benign. And then he explains in this para how the cities are environmentally benign because they are dense. Correct? We have to say the cities are dense, but they don't contribute to the environment in a nice way. In fact, they harm the environment, right? That is all. You have to look for something of that sort. Done? Chalo, I'll take you over to the answers now. Once again, I'll run you through the questions one by one so you can freeze your answers and then you tally your scores. आर्यन, क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग में थोड़ा सा हेल्प करना पड़ता है बच्चों का भी, है ना? 1 2 3 4 5. Come on, Danish, and only cat. CDBAD. How did you fare, guys? You all got 1 or 2 wrong, okay? Why? Well done, Aryan. Cheating की है तूने, है ना? Transformation was given, right? ये कहाँ था? मुझे तो ये नहीं मिला था. Except that cities are good places to live का reason मांग रहा है. This was definitely true. This was definitely true. For me, it was between C and D. Joshi, question 5 ka D is given in the last para. Joshi, यहाँ बोला है, if they are overall a net good for those who move there, it is because cities offer more than just jobs, right? Transformative. In the slums as well as the office towers and leafy suburbs, the progress is this. Question क्या पूछा है आपसे? It says, why are they good places to live? तुम सोच के बोलो good places में if you are left with 3 and 4. Why will you take this as a reason because they are good to live? Exactly, Ayushman Biswal. Suburban areas is taken from there as attractive word trap. Yeah. Cities offer you both. Why is that a good thing about cities? Good thing तो आपको और चीजें दी हुई है ना. Cultural transformation. I tried to prove it. Transformation, यहाँ आप चले जाओ जोशी. They are transformative. तो कैसा transformative? क्या आपको स्पाइडरमैन बैटमैन बना रहा है? नहीं. Appearance transform तो नहीं कर रहा है ना. It's transforming यहाँ. The progress is from this. Metropolitan, cosmopolitan is what? That is the way the culture exists. If you take the dictionary meaning of culture, cultural transformation, the changing of a society from something to something, right? Okay, so we are done with that. Question 4. Manos. Why has he given Manos? This environment. This was out, this was out. It was only this and this. So describe the infrastructure efficiencies. No, the passage is talking about environment. And then he says how Manos helps prevent deforestation. Deforestation is what? Connected with the environment. This was so clear, right? Calthorpe's statement. This was a super cool question if you know how to infer things. Calthorpe का statement था what? Calthorpe says the city is the most environment friendly form of settlement. So people say the opposite. The city is not environment friendly. This. You get it? That is inference. Right? Okay. Next. The squatter cities are environment friendly for all of the following reasons. Okay. Environment friendly. Recycle material true. Sort out true. For me it was between 1 and 4. This and this. Correct? है ना? Transportation, energy efficient. Your streets are kept clean. Now go back. Energy efficient आप ढूंढो. मैं आपको बताती हूँ फिर एक point. Transportation. What is it? यहाँ तो energy efficient apartment buildings हैं. Right? Go to this. Okay. यहाँ transportation का नहीं है. But if you look here, maximum density, minimum energy and material use, get around by foot, bicycle, rickshaw or the universal shared taxi. Right? Now, streets clean बोला नहीं है क्या? बोला है ना? यहाँ देखो आप. यहाँ कहीं था. Benign, okay, 23, all right, something. यहाँ है. हाँ. Waves of gleaners sift the sweepings of Hanoi streets just as this. Pick over the rubbish. Both are given. Energy efficient and आपका streets are kept clean. Same that happened in question 5. Question 5 ने पूछा था why is it a good place to live? यहाँ पूछ रहा है these are environment friendly. Why? उनकी सड़कें clean रहती हैं. That's why they are environment friendly. Your transportation is energy efficient. It won't release carbon dioxide. That's why it's That's why it's environment friendly. You decide. Tell me, guys. Both are correct. So you get a Gyan point over here, a new learning point. That if two options are there and both are correct, question भी तो देख लो ना, पूछा क्या है? Right? So keep connecting with the question stem. This is what happened here. Is it clear now, everybody? Right? And this one was easy. Sorted? Done. Now I'll take you over to the simulation. Okay? And with minimum support from my end, let's see if you can do it. Who all are ready? Bolo. Since my throat is paining, I'm going to just sit for a while you guys solve it. Yeah, Vineet, Maris. Simulation. Simulation means same level, same type of paragraphs, the division, similar questions, just the topic is slightly different. Okay, chaliye. No problem, Rigang. Take a look at the passage now. Quickly, the glance at the passage. A nice topic, AI. 4 paras. Okay. Questions कैसे हैं? Come on, guys. ठीक है? Question 2. Okay. Done. Chalo. Go on, check the passage the way you want. When you're done reading, let me know. Next slide. अरे नहीं, फोन नहीं गिरा, उसका चार्जर गिरा. चलो, are we done? Question 1. Yeah? Okay. Check it again. Chalo. Are we done now, everyone? Only 4 paragraphs. Done, Joshi? My suggestion is do not start with question 1. I wouldn't do it. I would start with this. I know where exactly I have to go. Chalo. Main point in the final para. Done? Good elimination. You will be left with 2 choices. Back again. This question is a low hanging fruit. If you can't get this one, चपेड़ पड़ेगा सबको. Star question. All right. Next. Question 4, true false hai. Tone. I would love to do this next. Kibitzer, Ayushman Biswal. You should know the meanings of these words. AI's future development, obviously last para. Done. Again, this is a low hanging fruit. Very, very doable. Okay. We are done with 2 questions. Alright guys, 3 plus 3, 6 marks. That gives me a high. I'm going to look for some more marks. Alright. Risk. Not mentioned. Risk. Primary solution ethical problems. Right? And this one is debate over this. I would like to do this next. Arises. This should be somewhere in the first half. The debate. Why does it arise? I'll show you something here. This says here a parallel debate concerns this. Responsibility. Who is responsible? A parallel debate means उसके पहले कुछ तो debate है. There is some problem, right? Okay. Done? चलिए, start eliminating please. Elimination खेलो. Arises primarily. Why? Simple बोले तो the whole passage is talking about this tension, this debate related to AI. So this question is asking you for the main idea. Right, Yash? Huh. All right. Go ahead and freeze your answer, please. Done. If you get the main idea clear, this is a main idea question, right? I mean, AI liability, when we checked, it's not specific. That is the mudda being discussed. If you do this, you can easily nail this. Explainable AI, ये देख रहे हो? Specific CR weaken. Right, dudes? Explainable. Where is it given? They come up with something that is explainable. Here. So if we have to weaken him, we will not read the proponents thing. We will read the critic stuff, right? Done. What was the reason to bring in explainable? Come on, guys. Why? Why did we need explainable? That has to be connected with the main idea, right, Mrigank? So we weaken it by saying, कोई फायदा नहीं है explainable लाके. We still will face that problem. Done. Over to the last question. चलिए. Not a risk associated. Read the options once. एक दो तो eliminate ऐसे ही हो जाएंगे. Mm-hmm. Done. I'll run you through the questions once again for the final freeze, because we have to see your scores. We saw your scores in the original CAT passage with the original set of questions. Now we have to compare that with this. Okay? Three, 4, 5. Done. Fingers crossed only, cat? Okay. Answers. अबड़ा अबड़ा आज रुबाल नहीं है क्लास में. ढम ढम. चलो बताओ. What's the score? बिस्वाल तेरी तो लॉटरी लग गई. Holy 5/5. Savitri, that's a brilliant score. आर्यन, हाँ हाँ. आलोक, मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. इंटरप्रिटेशन स्किल्स वीक हैं आलोक. दानिश, लेट्स नाचो नाचो. So guys, are you happy? CAT set and the simulation. Hope this boosted your morale. Done? Very good, Tejaswini. Very, very good. Aryan, no need to get overconfident now. Alok Singh, regularly आया करो मेरे सेशन में बैठो. Within 15 to 20 days, you will see some improvement. Seriously, Vaibhavi, you found that a little easy? That's not a fact. In fact, CAT के 2 questions ज़्यादा easy थे. Okay, I had tried my best to give you exact like simulation. All right, guys. आज टफ क्वेश्चंस कहाँ थे केशु? इतने तो अच्छे क्वेश्चंस थे. एक्चुअल कैट वाला भी इतना अच्छा था, वो भी 2019 का जो IIM कोजिकोड ने सेट किया था. हाँ मृगांक, आई अग्री विथ यू. मुझे लगा था कि कैट वाला ज्यादा इजी था कंपेयर्ड टू माय सिमुलेशन. Tejaswini Joshi, I'm done. After these 2 passages, now my throat is going to kill me. So I need to go and take steam. We ये कल करेंगे. आलोक, आपका FB सेशन लाइव FB पे होता है आपका, मतलब सैटरडे को शायद होता है लास्ट बैच का. यहाँ YT पे डेली आई एम लाइव एट 9:30 मंडे टू फ्राइडे. कभी कभी सैटरडे को होता है, कभी नहीं होता है. Savitri, I'll go and do the inhalation thing. आज तो पूरे में पेन हो रहा है actually, so I'll take some medicine probably. Okay, Tejaswini, thank you so much for being such an avid learner, Tejaswini. मैं अपना ना cold world सब भूल जाती हूँ. The way you guys sit and lap up everything that I give you. Thank you so much. Okay, Vaibhavi, good. AI, exactly. You're very familiar with AI, na? So, okay. Tomorrow again at 9:30, we have got one more 2019 ka session. I'll take up one RC passage tomorrow and one or two VA questions. उनका भी simulation करके आपको दूंगी. ठीक है? So we'll meet tomorrow, everybody. Biswal and Aryan and Yash and everyone. Thank you so much, guys. Mrigang, take care and maintain your scores. Bye, guys. Bye bye.